All right, everybody. Welcome to Roots of the Game. I'm Josh. Got Marlon right here. And we got James in the back.
Oh, you call me Shizzy.
Sizzy?
Shizzy.
Shizzy. We got Shizzy over here on the left.
Man.
We got a new topic we're going to talk about today. It's very, it's on time because New Year is coming. So what do y'all want to do for 2020? What are your goals?
BBX.
Stop. No, I can't.
Nah, man. I think we all got a lot of improvements. I think we all got a lot of improvements to work on, man.
Well, all right. I'm gonna start off, man. Oh shit! Shut up, man. Shut up. All right. So. Stop doing this,
Oh my god.
All right, man. All right. I'll keep on the down. Ooh, sorry. All right. So, all right. Why'd you do that? All right. All right, I'm good. I'm confused. All right. I'm confused. So, okay. I'm gonna start off by saying this. I really enjoyed, every single last bit of 2019. All the ups, all the downs, for better, for worse, and for the people that had done me wrong, that had effed me over, you know what I mean? I just want to say, I thank y'all, honestly, because y'all had taught me something valuable, which is like to be a better man, a wiser man, and to make smart decisions when it's all said and done. So my 2020 goals is to have a bounce back year, stay on my grind, get this money, man. That's for sure. Possibly move out of my family house and start life there. But I'm not taking anybody's BS this year and moving forward to my future. Hands down. I'm tired of playing games. I'm tired of going back and forth with a lot of people. And two huge things that I'm definitely going to do for me, and that's to get right with the man upstairs, which is God himself, and the second thing for me to do is, just to be happy and just to have fun, and 2020, man. I mean, it's going to be really huge for me and for
Practice gratitude, man.
all three of us. Yeah,
Be grateful in every moment that you're living.
Absolutely, no question about it. What are y'all 2020 goals, man? Or
I want to graduate school. I'm going to graduate in December, so
that's what's up.
Yeah, I got to get out of my comfort zone and do a lot of things I haven't did before.
yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
Find new ways to, improve on myself.
So what have y'all learned from 2019 and stepping into 2020, and or what could y'all do better in 2020? What y'all learned from 2019?
In terms of experience, I actually like this year because I got to learn a lot of lessons, like not to make early evaluations when it comes to making assessments about people. So it's like, don't judge a book by its cover.
That's right.
Yeah.
What about you, man? Like what you think?
I mean, you gotta. I feel like.
What about being reciprocal?
2019 was good for me. I have a job. I got school. It's really it. good.
I could say I think we all should learn to be more considerate about how other people feel too.
Absolutely.
I think that's a big part of it too.
Well, for me, man, you know, like matter of fact, I can tell you one thing that had actually taught me something about 2019, which was huge, was the fact that it's to never look back. It's to never look back into your past and the people that you had like dealt with. You know what I mean? So stepping into the new year, which is about 16 hours away, 15 hours away,
Yeah.
pretty much. That's what I am not gonna do. So any texts, any phone calls from the people that was in my past, I'm gonna cut all that shit out. I'm gonna cut every single last bit of it out.
I think the whole goal of accomplishing things is to work in cooperation with people, and a lot of times you may have problems with that, you know, because your pride and ego is always, you know, your top priority on your mind a lot of times.
Yeah, cause I think on the third or fourth video, I think from what we had talked about, that was the one thing that y'all experienced. Mine was, you know, just letting go. I mean, that's exactly what I am here to seriously do, for you know what I mean.
That's not always an easy thing to do, because it's like your ego, it holds you captive, right? So your ego is composed of many different lower vibrations. So it could be, you know, fear, you know, like anguish, desires, all those sort of things. It's not really easy to do. It's like the body's attachments to it.
Yeah.
As far as New Year's resolutions, you just have to find new ways to, you know, develop into the character you want to be, you know?
Mm-hmm. So, like, for me, though, like, you know, like, I am here now, and the only thing that really matters to me is about right now. You know what I mean? Because I'll be 24 next year, you know what I mean? Going into 2020, everything happens on the 24th. I mean, you know, just playing teenager games, you know what I mean, is just throwing out the window at this point. It's time for me like to step my game up, you know what I mean, and just be the best man that I can possibly be, you know, as of moving forward. You know what I mean? Whether it's family or somewhere else, period. You know what I mean?
I think the best way to remain impervious to a lot of things is to experience it, you know? Like a lot of times you need, you know, your simple cause and effect in life to propel you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you won't have anything to look forward to if you're always being, you know, or either not being, you know, content with what you have.
Right.
So it's like, you do need resistance in your life. Sometimes if you don't have too much of it, it allows you to not be, you know, grateful for what you have.
Mm-hmm.
And you tend to, you know, project your jealousy outwards at people.
Mm-hmm. Josh, what about you, man? Like,
I mean, it's you need to experience. You need to have exposure to pain, and love and jealousy and all that other stuff, all your desires, because that's what makes you feel alive. You're either the closer you come to death, the more alive you feel. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about even like a physical death. I'm talking about like death of your ego and death of a relationship.
Death of the self, you know?
Yeah.
What you identify with is the self.
Death of old habits, death of a lot of things that you can die with or you can kill.
It
And
feels like you're molding the shell, you know? You won't know how to act. You won't know how to act if you're out of accordance to, you know, who you should be.
yeah.
you have to find yourself.
And that's the whole thing when it comes to molding or, you know, developing the sense of the self, right? Every year it requires you to be a whole new person, so you ought to be, you know, versatile.
I mean, your body every 7 months regenerates all of its cells, so technically you're reborn every year, almost.
Well, first off, here's the thing. This podcast will go on into 2020. That's for sure. We'll do the best we can to get a lot more views and to stay on topic, stay on task, and to just work hard on it. You know what I mean? But from what I want from all three of us and to those that is part of the group, like, you know, Kyle, Marley, Malcolm, Kadir, Anthony, I want all of us, man, to just work hard on ourselves. You know what I mean? Like force yourself like to be great. Because if all of us is just sitting there thinking, you know, just thinking, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to achieve anything.
I think people are great in their own way. When
they are.
That's one of the reasons I changed my YouTube channel. I changed it to Inner Cognize, which means to become aware of who you are on the inside, internally. So you have to reawaken yourself and realign yourself with, you know, the purpose that you came here for.
Yeah, they
Which
call it
means you
getting
already
your
are great,
vortex.
but you have to, you know.
If you're not in alignment, you're not going to function your best ability.
Absolutely.
You got to strategically plan for what you want to do. But you don't want to make yourself solely dependent on it, you know? Because then you tend to, it's like I said, you tend to over-strategize on it, right?
It's like that theory or that philosophy. Like, so this guy, this is like a Greek philosopher came up with this. This guy's up to his neck in water and he's thirsty. But every time he tries to put his head in the water to get a drink, the water disappears. So he's constantly, the more he tries to force it, it's just going to go, even though he's surrounded by it. You know what I mean?
It's interesting. I mean, it's just like the Hermetic principle, as above, so below. Because either way, you can still find food above the land and, you know, below.
Yeah, you can.
For me, man, I have seen this clip one time. This was a 12-year-old girl. She was doing like some type of race, and so she was about 5 feet from the finish line, and she was beating everybody else. But when she was 5 feet from the finish line, she actually broke down, and she couldn't breathe. So she literally crawled to get to the finish line, to really cross it. When I had seen that right there, I was like, yeah, because the one thing she's not doing is she's not giving up. And that's exactly what I'm not going to do. Or for me, like, I'm not going to give up on the people that I really love and care about, which is family. But for me, for real, you know, like you got to go hard in 2020. You got to do whatever it takes to just make you happy.
Yeah, but
And
don't make sure you're a detrimental, you know, factor to being a cause of, you know, of sacrifice, you know? The only how you can maintain or at least sustain happiness is to make sure that you're, you know, achieving it in the right order. A lot of times it's hard to do that because you're not putting yourself first.
That's right.
That's all the body's capabilities is. That's what they reside in, right?
Yeah, they want you
reside
to
in
stay alive.
sensations.
All your 5 senses or your 6 senses.
Yeah.
So guys, one last thing before we close this out. 2020. What do y'all want or expect to happen in 2020?
New year, new you. At least it should be for y'all.
Yeah, use this moment to try to get what you want out of life.
Knock things off your bucket list, improve on something, break your habits, create new habits.
It's easy. It's easy to create a new habit.
Yeah.
And you just gotta repetition.
For me, man, I feel like the old me has died. You know what I mean? But the new me is starting to born. You know what I mean? It's starting to begin, and wherever this journey, you know, takes me, you know what I mean, that's where I'm going to be headed to. You That's for sure.
You have to be vulnerable and willing to, receive it.
Oh yeah, which I am, and there's no question about it. So, with that being said, man, I wish everybody, to all my folks up in Pittsburgh, Georgia, Cali,
Shout out
Philly.
Texas. Shout out Douglasville. Shout out.
Oh man, but shout out to all the brothers that are definitely in this podcast as well. Of course, as I said it before, Marley, Malcolm, Kabir, Anthony, Cal, and James Josh right here, man. We wish everybody a happy new year in the 2020, and please don't take nobody's BS, and please just keep your head straight, and to really to just do the right thing moving forward. We will see you guys on Friday with a brand new topic, the first topic of 2020. All right. See y'all.
See ya.